It's your girl Stormy Styles from PiNa&yt Hair Company, and today I'm going to show you how to do maintenance on a Microlink braidless sewing after 6 weeks of growth. So right now you'll see that I am lifting up the double wefted rows and pulling down my client's natural hair that is crocheted through the Microlink beads. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up each bead, and I'm going to take my all-purpose comb and I'm going to remove all the shedded hair and buildup, and then we're going to move the wefts up to the root of her hair and remove any buildup and shedded hair that needs to come off so that it can continue to grow healthily. So I went ahead and I opened up this bead, and right now I'm getting the buildup and the shedded hair that's kind of like tangled up that was above the bead, because sometimes it makes it easier to move the bead and the weft up, because sometimes where the new growth is, it's a little, a little swollen, and because the new growth, of course, is virgin hair, doesn't have any heat exposure or anything, maybe a little thicker than the hair that's been out and exposed already. So what you want to do, you definitely want to do this prior to washing your client's head. So, after 6 weeks, they will have some flaking and, as I stated, some shedded hair that will need to come off. And especially if they are caring for their hair in between that 6 weeks at home and doing their regular washes, it should not be that excessive. So when you go ahead and you do the maintenance, you do it prior to washing the hair, because you want to make sure you get as much buildup off as possible. So I'll go ahead and I'll continue to repeat this process all the way across. I started at the top of her hair because I kind of like, to take care of the longer process first, which, the top wefts, they go a little further around her head and they may take a little longer. So I do that area first, and then I just work my way down. So I went ahead, she has about 5 rows in. I went ahead and I did the first 3 rows, and these are the last 2 in the back. So I'll continue this process across, and then I'll move on to the next row and do the same thing, just repeating the same method. So I went ahead and I shampooed and conditioned my client's hair with PiNa&yt hemp seed based shampoo and conditioner. Also added a leave-in conditioner and our hemp seed based hair growth oil. I use that as a serum while the hair is wet. I added in a heat protectant and as well as another serum from Paul Mitchell. All of this protects her hair and assures that it reverts back to its natural curl when she does wash it, when she washes it. So as you can see, if you look a little closer, you can see where her natural hair is, and she has all of her coils before it gets to the blow drying process. And it also aids with straightening her hair, preventing me from having to use, a lot of heat when I do add, the curls to her head. So here I am flat ironing her hair, doing the silk press process, and I'm also going to curl it shortly after I go over it with that one pass, because her hair has been softened a lot from our hemp seed shampoo system, which helps and aids in not only coating her hair but just also with the straightening process, and it brings out a lot more moisture, so I don't really have to go through her hair with the flat irons that much, which is a good thing because it prevents her from having too much heat on her hair. I'm also using a heat protectant spray. I like to use the heat protectant spray after the hair has been blow dried as well, just to assure that there's no heat damage, and she still is able to wear her hair in its natural state when she desires. So I'm going ahead and just adding in, just like a really loose curl. She wants to wear it in a natural, nice bouncy curl look. And I'll just continue to repeat this process until it's done. Finished product. So I'm just adding a little bit of chi holding spray just to make sure that she has a little bounce in her curl, and voila.